Hey, it's Tim back again. Now, after thinking about it, what are we going to call our little blog TV show that we're going to be creating about health and wellness? I think the natural thing is Live Well. So from now on, we're going to call it the Live Well Show with Terrio, because that's what we're all about, is trying to improve the health and wellness. So we've been talking a lot about a 5-ton challenge getting underway and people getting started with trying to lose weight. And the question always comes up, like, do the choices we make in life really matter? And in my office, I have one of my favorite sayings, which is "Choice, not chance, determines destiny." I believe that's really true, and I hope that those people can understand that are starting the program. That choices really do matter, and we can't leave our destiny to chance. So with that, today what I want to talk about is the 7 health factors for longevity. This is actually shown in research, so hopefully you can hang with me, do this little quiz, and we'll tell you the results here in a second. So for each one of these things, count how many of these things you actually do. Okay, the first one, do you get 6.5 to 9 hours of sleep each night? So if you do, then mark that down, you just got 1 point. Second thing, do you eat unhealthy foods in between your meals? So number 2. Number 3, do you eat breakfast regularly? Number 4, do you maintain a proper body weight? I know there's some argument on that, but just reasonable. Number 5, do you exercise regularly? Number 6, moderate to no use of alcohol. And number 7, not use tobacco, either smokeless or smoking tobacco. Okay, so you take those 7 things. How many of those things do you do? And what's the impact of that? Well, the impact of that is very simple. You take your chronological age. So if you're, let's say, a 40-year-old person, then if you do 0 to 2 of those things, your actual health age is over 60 years old. So you've just sped up your lifespan to 60 years old. If you do all 7 of those things as a 40-year-old, your lifespan is actually 25 to 28. So just with those 7 simple things, you can impact your lifespan. So let's go back through those one at a time and talk about them a little bit. So number 1, do you get 6.5 to 8 hours of sleep every day? We know now from research that the minimum you should be getting 6.5 hours. Anything over 9 starting to get excessive. So that's when our body recovers. So that's why sleep is important. You need to get your rest and good solid sleep so that your body has the time to repair all those tissues. Remember, we talked about adding stress to exercise. Well, your body has to adapt to that stress, and it adapts to that stress while you're sleeping. So sleep is vital. Second thing, that eating snacks. Now you want to spread your meals out through the day. So you want to eat multiple 5 to 6 smaller meals instead of waiting and gorging on one big meal, especially dinner. That's the worst one. You can sit there, put all those calories in your body, and then lay down for the night, and all those calories get to turn into fat. So bad time to load up on calories. But we would do on healthy snacks during the day. Third thing, eating breakfast regularly. I know this is a hard one for a lot of people out there. Hey, I'm a busy guy too, and it's easy to run out of the house with a cup of coffee and a donut. But that breakfast, you've been asleep for now 6.5 to 9 hours, and your body's looking for nutrition. You're also dehydrated in the morning. So one of the things that really need to be on that list is drinking lots of water, because we're dehydrated when we get up in the morning, and then unfortunately a lot of us turn to a cup of coffee instead of having that water first. Get in a couple 8-ounce glasses of water first before you hit the coffee. Third thing, maintain proper body weight. Now there's the whole BMI body mass index, and there's some argument about it. For muscular people, it doesn't work very well. But as a benchmark of the whole thing, just maintain proper body weight. And really what we're talking about is percent body fat. You really want to keep your percent body fat down minimal. For a guy, 15. For a gal, under 20 is a reasonable percent body fat. Exercising regularly. Now, statistics show exercising regularly is 30 minutes 3 times, 20 to 30 minutes 3 times a week. We now know that we need much more activity than that. So we got to get in at least 30 minutes a day, preferably 60. The NFL's got their play 60 thing. Kids, there's no reason for kids to not get 60 minutes of activity a day. Moderate to no use of alcohol. Again, there's some debate here on how much is too much, but according to research, reasonable use is a couple drinks a day. And those, you're not supposed to save those all up for one night either. But let's again go with reasonable. Let's take small steps and work our way to health. And the last one is smoking and tobacco use. Obviously a no-no. That will really hinder your health. Luckily, statistics are that smoking is decreasing in America now, so that's a good stat. But I'm going to put on my written blog today the 7 steps. So go back through and we'll put a little more information on there. The other one that new research shows is watching TV. And there's some research that came out last year from Australia that shows if you watch more than 4 hours of TV a day, that it'll decrease your lifespan by 4 years. That's a lot. The sad part of that study is that the average American watches over 6 hours of TV a day. I'm not sure how they fit that in, but that is the statistic. So turn off the TV, get some sleep, get out and get some exercise. If we're watching 6 hours of TV a day as Americans, then we could take 1 out of those 6 hours and get some exercise and activity in. Just make sure it's gradual increases. For those of you that have started the 5-ton challenge, I'm sure there's, started yesterday. Today you're going to be a little sore. Expect tomorrow to be the day where it really hurts. That's the day when you get that muscle soreness. That delayed muscle soreness kicks in a couple days later. Don't stop working out because of that. Just tell the trainer, we'll put in a little more stretching and activity to try to flush some of that out. It's a normal thing. And we do hit it a little harder than you normally would. But the point is, we have that American ADD of wanting to accomplish a lot quickly. So we know you guys, and if we don't give you a little bit of that, then you're going to say you're not working hard enough. So it's a balancing act of where we want to go with that. All right, so take the 7 health factors for longevity and take a look at the impact. I'm going to post up on my blog the scale so you can take a quick look at the graph, look at your age and how many of those habits you do, and then prepare to be scared to death at your actual age. So get on there and take a look, and thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.